I don't know. People may be hungry around here. We're talking about White Castle hamburgers and stuff. Remember the days of White Castle? Well, the days are still here, but after a big party or something like that, the whole crew used to park at a White Castle and, and have fun and eat White Castle, but make sure you eat the right thing. Welcome back. Our last guests are the co-founders of Loc'd and Lit, Loc'd and Lit Bookstore. And they join us to highlight how they have been able to fill the void left during the pandemic and after the pandemic, and speak about how they're helping to improve literacy rates in the Bronx. So please welcome to the show Alanna Ramirez and Triciah Claxton. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. You know you got to read. Tell us about what you guys are doing.
Hi, thank you for having us. So I'm Alanna Ramirez, and this is my co-founder, Triciah Claxton. We're the co-founders of Loc'd and Lit, and we are on a mission to open a bookstore by the end of this year in the Bronx. So we're just here encouraging our reading and facilitating a love of reading one book at a time.
Yeah, that's why I said you know you got to read, and you say you're just a friend. You say you're just a friend. Now listen. How important is that? Because a lot of bookstores are closing. People are going online to get books. You know, they're going here, and they got you got Target, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, Amazon. People go online and get these books. How important is it to have a brick and mortar bookstore where you can go in and touch the book, touch and feel, and look somebody in the eyes and ask them questions?
Yes, indie bookstores still matter. While you can certainly get, cheaper alternatives, we want our bookstore to be a real community safe space, a real place where people can come gather, learn about books, like you said, touch and feel books. And there's just nothing like having that relationship with your local bookseller, someone who knows your taste, can give you great recommendations, and also where you can meet other bookworms in the community. It's something that even though you can technically get it cheaper elsewhere, you can't mimic, or you can't replicate that feeling of an indie bookstore that's really a community space.
How did you guys become bookworms? Did it start off early in life? Mom, dad, say, here, keep reading. Get something and read it. Get something and read it. Like, get something and wave it.
We're both from a Caribbean background, strict parents. My father was an avid reader. His mother was an avid reader. So when it was like, turn off the TV, go read a book. But books have always been a great companion and source of entertainment for me, in addition.
Instead of waving the rag, you're waving the book. Get something to wave it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing, and some people have problems with reading, but I guess it's like walking. You never walked before. You had to crawl, and you got up, and you fell down, you got up, and you fell down, and then now we do it even without thinking about it. Our legs just take us where we want to go. You're not thinking about walking. I guess that's like reading, too, but a little different. You're thinking about what you're reading, but it becomes easier, is what I'm trying to say, as you go along. The more and more you read.
It definitely does. And then one of the things about our platform is that we choose to highlight BIPOC and local authors. So we think it's very important that all of our readers, all those looking for books or who are interested in books, are able to see their stories within the pages of that book, or able to see their neighborhoods or a face that looks like theirs on the face of the book. So that's why we choose to highlight those types of authors.
So where are you guys going to open up this bookstore? We got to come and pay you a visit.
So we are hoping to open up in the 161st Street area. That is our neighborhood. That is home. That is where we still go to church. That's where Trish and I have been friends since the second grade. So our school, St. Angela Merici, was right on 163rd Street in Morris. So that is our community. That is home.
Yeah, and get a back room where you can do like a live broadcast too, to do announcements and everything, and tell people, hey, we got this special book that you may want to get your children to read and think. I'm just thinking, I don't know. I do this all the time. Tell us about these books right here.
Oh, just you want to go ahead?
So Stella's Stellar Hair is written by Yesenia Moise. I hope I didn't butcher her last name, but she's also she's a Bronx native, and I love Stella's Stellar Hair. I
Mm-hmm.
brought it. I bought it initially for my young daughter, and it's become like my personal
Yeah.
favorite feel good book. It's about the planets and great illustrations. And Silwe, Lupita's book, also another great book about learning to love and embrace your complexion for the darker skinned girlies. And King of Kindergarten, just like an alternative to those children's books,
Yeah.
representation matters.
And these books right here, Night Crawling.
Yes,
So these
all BIPOC authors. Ilana?
Mhm. Oh no, go ahead, continue.
Oh, so more BIPOC authors. We don't, I won't say we exclusively limit to only BIPOC authors, but definitely majority of our stock is. So these are books that you won't necessarily, well, Black Cake was turned into a TV series. So you won't necessarily always see like the New York Times bestsellers per se, but these are stories written by us for us. Night Crawling is about young girls and the trafficking crisis that's throughout our country. Trail of Lightning, she's an Afro-Indigenous author, like a fantasy mystery kind of novel. Black Cake is about a Caribbean, like story of the diaspora, but family secrets that bubble up and come back to haunt later generations. And Boys Come First, repping for our queer folk, and just like a story of brotherhood, friendship,
Yeah.
and singlehood.
Well, you got to put my book in there too. People to Know in Black History and Beyond.
Of course,
My
Right,
producer can
yeah.
probably pull it up real quick and just. Could you do a quick flash? It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and all that. But listen, I know you know about the Co-op City Barnes and Noble bookstore. Did that help you make a decision as to wanting to open up another bookstore because of the closing of the Barnes and Noble?
Yeah, so the Barnes and Noble so when Barnes and Noble was open in Co-op City, at that time it was the only bookstore
In the
that
area.
in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And then so since its closing, Noel Santos, shout out Noel from the Lit Bar, she took the initiative, she took the leg to go ahead and open the Lit Bar in the South Bronx. And then so the Bronx is a borough of 1.5 million residents, and just having one bookstore for all of the Bronx is
That's
not
crazy.
enough. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. And then
Yeah.
so we're just doing our part to just increase literacy, the accessibility, the options, so that all people of the Bronx, far and wide, can come and just have a great time around reading.
Yeah. Are you partnering with any of these schools in the Bronx or throughout the 5 boroughs?
Yes, we are DOE vendors, so we definitely have participated with KIP, Wire 9, the school on 167th Street. The name eludes me right now, but we've definitely partnered with several schools to provide book fairs, as well as books for sponsored books for book events, author events.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an alternative to Scholastic is what we like to say. Once again, highlighting that representation in children's books.
I like it. I like it. How can parents and teachers and guardians get more involved in what you're doing?
They could go to our website, lockedandlit.com, which is LOCDANDLIT.com, and you can find out about our mission, about who we are, and what we're doing right now for the Bronx. And if you need a book donation, feel free to come to us. We do definitely do free book distributions. We're not just profiting, but we want to make sure that everyone leaves with the book at our events.
Yeah, I like that name. How did you come up with that name, Locked and Lit?
And so Trish and I had just both begun our lock journey back in 2019, 2020. So the lock part, and then lit literature, or we're just lit girls, we're
Right.
girls.
Yeah, lit literature. Yeah.
I like it.
We
I
do
like
love-
it. Oh, you put 2 and 2 together. That's how you
Yes.
put it. That's how you make it. And it resonates too, because you spell it LOC
Apostrophe
D,
D.
apostrophe D, and then lit. Everybody uses the word lit. Yo, this is lit.
Exactly. So reading is lit. We're lit. Come on through.
Yeah, reading is literature. Lit. Yeah, beautiful. My producer just said something. What did you say? Do you
Oh,
do you
me?
collaborate with the Lit Bar?
We actually have been hosting our book clubs at the Lit Bar for the since the beginning of the new year. So it's all community. There are a lot of people who have initiatives that's happening. We have Caricia Fennell with the Bronx is Reading. We have Tanya Devon with Boogie Down Books. So there is a book community here in the Bronx. We're thriving. You know, Bronx is reading, and so we have support. So Noel has been holding us down, allowing us to host our in-person book clubs there every fourth Saturday of the every
Yeah.
fourth Sunday of the month from 2 to 4.
Wow. And you can say
Yeah.
the Bronx is lit, the Bronx is on fire, the Bronx is reading.
Yes.
We can use all of that
Yes.
now. That's good. You guys have anything coming up that we should know about or get involved with?
Yeah, we have two major events. So April 6th, from 1 to 5, we'll be at 834 Concourse Village East, and we are hosting an event called Books in Bloom, and that is an event where we are giving a platform to local and BIPOC authors to showcase their work to the community. It's a free community event, and we ask that everyone come and participate. And then on June 9th, we are bringing Carnival to the Bronx. Being West Indian.
Get something and wave it. Get something and wave it.
Yes, jumping and waving. So this is our major fundraiser to help us with the opening cost of our bookstores, of our bookstore. That will
Yeah.
be taking place on Sunday, June 9th from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Andrew Friedman Home. You and your staff are always welcome to come and support.
Beautiful. Are you reaching out to anybody to help? This is a nonprofit, right?
So we have two different avenues. We do have a book by Loc'd and Lit, which is the for-profit. That's
Yeah.
the book selling aspect, and Loc'd and Lit is the like free book distribution community events.
Yeah. Great. So, do you need money? Do you need volunteers? You need.
We need all the above. This is
He
a
said,
book
"Yeah,
that is
exactly."
for the community. So yes, we will take help. We will definitely take sponsorship because this is something that we want to have grassroots in the community
There you go.
because it's for our fellow Bronxites and others.
Where do we go for more info? All that stuff is on your website, of course. We can go there and get all of, and we will make a donation and everything. It's right there on
Thank- Is on
lockedandlit.com.
locked.com. And you can follow us on Instagram at locked_and_lit on Instagram.
Well, listen, thank you guys so much. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for all that you're doing in our community, all right? We appreciate you and love you for it.
Thank you. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank
and,
you.
And stay locked and lit.
Yes, we will.
Always.
All right. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Triciah Claxton, Locked and Lit, co-founder, and also Alanna Ramirez, co-founder. We appreciate you guys.